So today we're gonna take a look at Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Now, honestly, y'all, I love this movie. So many people don't like this film. So many Halloween fans don't like this film. I'm here today to tell y'all why this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, I think that the characters were really smart, really good. This movie has a great direction in it.
Oh, God. Couldn't do that with a straight face.
Are you for real? You believe me just now? This movie is garbage. Now look, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I literally just finished watching it. I wanted to watch it before I made this review, so it's really fresh in my mind. I've never actually sat down and watched it from beginning to end. I've only ever seen parts and clips in passing, but I've seen enough to know that I would not like it. But this was the first time I actually sat down and watched it from beginning to end. And honestly, I wish I could get that last hour and a half of my life back. So first things first, let's talk about the good stuff. I mean, there's not much, but I did like the soundtrack through all this. I really liked the opening with the slashing of the pumpkin and this eerie background instrumental that just sounds evil. Like it matches the tone of much of this movie. This one was like gothic and felt kind of depressing in a way, having Jamie more alone than she was in Halloween 4, while her uncle is very much alive and still after her. But see, then they killed off one of the best protagonists in this franchise, and not only killed her off in a disrespectful, quick way, they then replaced her with an idiot.
It looks so good.
I mean a literal idiot. And not only that, they also gave us an unhinged Dr. Loomis, constantly shouting at Jamie throughout most of this film. All the characters and everything that was so good about the last film has just been degraded. Rachel went from a smart, badass girl who had giant man-sized balls to this naive airhead. It was cool to see Dr. Loomis a little crazy in number 4, but crazy in pursuit of Michael, determined but strong. Here, he's like completely snapped, always shouting, being a creep, like all up in people's faces, literally putting Jamie's life in danger purposefully. I mean, he's really just lost his mind in this one. And speaking of Jamie, I just did not like her the same way I did in number 4. First off, they took a bold, interesting ending and then went nowhere with it. Instead, just made her a mute for half the film and having constant seizures every time Michael killed someone. They gave us a character everybody was wanting to see die, and Michael, I mean, does anybody even know what the hell Michael was doing in this movie? He spent most of the time stalking Tina and her friends, and I don't know why. He's not even after Jamie at all until Loomis puts her in his path. He spends most of the time after Tina and her friends. And it would be easy to trash talk that trash mask that he's wearing, but honestly, like Halloween 4, I find the mask to be good with the story. This mask, while horrible compared to the others, especially the 1978 film, it is scary looking. This was a much darker, bloodier, more gothic Halloween film, and I think this version of Michael Myers works with this movie. He was scary in this, and they succeeded in making it feel like if he got his hands on this 9-year-old girl, he would stab her to death. He felt way more evil and vicious in this one. But that's not really saying too much though, because ultimately this movie goes nowhere. You had this mysterious man in black character who did nothing throughout the entire movie until the end, shooting up a police station. Michael Myers dressed up as Tina's boyfriend Mikey and has her in a car driving around for no reason. You literally had a dog bring you Michael's mask. After everything you survived in the previous movie, you know who this man is. You know some weird shit's been going on all morning. Your dog goes missing, and then he comes back with Michael's mask. And you don't notice that? You don't notice that? I mean, are you telling me you don't notice that? Your dog been missing all day. Then he comes out of nowhere running up to you with something in his mouth, and you don't check to see what it is? This movie is so stupid. You had the entire police force at the Myers house, which by the way, this ain't even the real Myers house. This is not the same house as the original from the 1978 movie. But anyways, you got the entire police force there waiting for Michael, and then they get a call, and the entire police force drives off. It takes all of y'all, like it literally takes all the force. So y'all just gonna leave a 9-year-old little girl behind like that, knowing her murderous uncle is coming to the house. This movie is stupid. Like I'm struggling to find anything good to say about it. I like the score. I love the soundtrack throughout this. It was faster beats, that 80s instrumental vibes, you know? The darker, more cryptic, more gothic tone of the movie, I think it worked. But that's pretty much it. I mean, you know your movie is bad when you have cops so stupid in it that they literally play clown music as they're walking around.
All clear.
Nothing above, nothing below.
It's what we're here for.
Rescue cats.
Find dogs.
That's a job.
And we love it.
This was a waste of time. This was a waste. It's literally at that moment that I knew I was wasting my time. This movie has to be one of the worst movies I have ever watched in my life. Definitely one of the worst movies of the Halloween series. I don't even know how anybody could say that they like this movie. For anybody out there that would give this movie an 8 out of 10 or higher, I would need them to seriously sit down and explain that. And for anybody that honestly say that they like this movie, I would question their judgment. I don't think that you're entitled to your opinion, but I don't think that you have good. If you like this movie, I don't think that you have good judgment on things. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Please, I hope I don't have to watch number 6, honestly. This was it, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.